Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a sold-out crowd here at the MTA Arena. All 16 monster trucks are on the track, wrapping up pit party, and we are set to turn some dirt up for you fans out here. Everyone's chasing one man, and that man is the 6-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Rich Wagner and Wild Hair. Taking you back to last week, it was down to Crushtation and Wild Hair in the finals, and Wild Hair, by half of a tire, outran the Crushtation machine. He walked away with the victory and currently holds the checkered flag. As we get set to kick things off here in round 1 racing. First up, you're going to see Stinger Unleashed take on the UFO machine, followed by Wildflower and the Gravedigger. Now to kick things off, it's Chris Paluk and Stinger Unleashed, a 2-time Thunder champion. He draws up against James Valancourt's UFO machine. Some cars there at the starting line as we kick things off. A new setup. As we go green, they're over the first set. Stinger pulls the lead up and over the cars, and Stinger Unleashed moves on to round number 2. Next up, we've got Jason Cook and the Gravedigger. Hasn't been so hot out here on the Thunder circuit. He's looking to change things tonight, but he draws up against Ashley Obie and that Wildflower machine. As we go green, both drivers are off to a good start. They're dead even up and over no man's land, and I'm not sure who got the win. As they cross the finish line, there's our photo finish camera, and Wildflower moves on. Next up here in round 1, Chantel Bailey, the former Legends champion, 1-time Thunder champion. Definitely a force to be reckoned with out here, but she draws up against the Livewire champion, Brandon Jager's Zombie. As we go green, Scooby and Zombie down the straight. Zombie pulling a lead on her up and over the cars, and Zombie moves on to round 2. Next up, Carson Wells, 2nd-generation driver out of Wells Motorsports, and that brand new Stone Crusher. But he's got a tough task on hand with Bradley Graham's 5-time Thunder championship winning Maximum Destruction. As we get set for green, there they go now, down the straight. Maxie pulls a lead on them, they're up and over. Max turns it over in the end. Maximum Destruction is upside down in the shutdown area. I believe he got the win as MTA track crew and officials are down there to roll him back over. The truck doesn't appear to be hurt too bad. You talk about laying it all on the line. Stone Crusher was right there with him. Max D does move on. Next up in round 1 racing, the Clark crew in that Bigfoot Ford out of Pacific, Missouri. Bigfoot yet to win a championship out here on the Thunder circuit. But in the far lane, it's Crushtation. They ain't cutting no slack out here as we go green. It's Crushtation and Bigfoot up and over the cars, and Keith Bromwell and Crushtation move on to round number 2. Well, coming up next here in round 1, we've got Corey Marvin and that awesome-looking Earthshaker machine out of the Diggers Diecast Race team. He draws up against Matt Cheever, Mr. Shaggy, and Gravedigger the Legend. Well, what's left of it. As we go green, both trucks are off to a great start. They're dead, even up and over the cars, and Gravedigger the Legend takes the win over the Earthshaker machine. Well, next up here in round 1 racing, we have Gene Patterson and Snakebite out of Pacific, Missouri. He draws up against Mitch Brown in the Power Ford machine out of Atlanta, Georgia. 2 Fords gonna throw it down as we go green. Up and over the cars, they're heading down the straight. Power Ford with the lead, and I thought Snakebite was coming back for him, but Power Ford takes the win. Well, now as we get set to close out round 1 racing, Ryan Johnson in the Brodozer machine. He draws up against Rich Wagner's Wild Hair Chevrolet, the 6-time Thunder champion. Stage now as we go green. Brodozer and Wild Hair up and over. Wild pulling a lead on him up and over the cars, and the Wild Hair Chevrolet takes it to round number 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going down to the pits now of the Maximum Destruction team. That crew is down there working on the truck. They turned it over in round 1 racing. They want to make sure that that thing is 100% before they return for round 2 action. We're going to go ahead and take a look at round 2 matchups. Stinger Unleashed will draw up against Wildflower, followed by Zombie taking on the Maximum Destruction machine. As you see now, Ashley Obie, the 1-time Thunder champion in the Wildflower machine. She draws up against Chris Paluk and Stinger Unleashed as we go green. They time the light, they're over the first mobile. Wildflower with a huge lead, and she welds the door shut on the Stinger machine. Well, next up here, we have Brandon Jager and Zombie out of Zombieland, South Dakota in the Zombie Fire Machine. He draws up against Bradley Graham's Maximum Destruction, 5-time Thunder champion. There's the green light, they're up and over the cars, down the straight. Max D trying to play, oh my! Oh my! I have never seen that out here on Thunder. Look at this, Zombie had the lead. They go over no man's land. Zombie gets crossed up, but then Max gets into him. Lands on top of Zombie. I don't know what the MTA officials are going to do here. Technically, no one crossed the finish line, and we are going to rerun this race. MTA officials have called for a rerun. Max D, Zombie as we go green. They are dead even through the straight, up and over no man's land, and Zombie takes the win over Maximum Destruction. Unbelievable. Well, next up, Keith Cromwell and that monster lobster out of the Diggers Diecast Race team. He has come so close to that flag these last couple of weeks. He has Mitch Brown in the power forward in the other lane as we go green. Power forward pulling a lead, but Crushtation coming back and takes the win over the power forward machine. What a comeback. Next up, as we close out round 2 racing, Shaggy, Matt Cheever, Engraved Digger the Legend out of Kildova Hills, North Carolina, draws up against 6-time Thunder champion Rich Wagner's Wild Hair Chevrolet. As we go green, up and over the first mobile, Wagner puts the horsepower down, Legend coming back, and Rich Wagner's Wild Hair Chevrolet takes the win. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with semi-final action right after the break. Be sure to crush that subscribe button if you haven't already. Want to get in on the action? You think you got what it takes to climb to the top of the MTA mountain? Be sure to log on to Facebook.com and check out the group Monster Truck Attitude and watch for registration. Also, you can check us out on Instagram and check out every brand new truck before they hit the MTA circuit. You can sign up for events like Thursday Night Thunder every Thursday night at 7 p.m. on YouTube and other special events. Be sure to check out Monster Truck Attitude. Back here with Thursday Night Thunder semi-final action, Wildflower draws up against Zombie to kick things off in this semi-final matchup. They are destined to chase this checkered flag, but they are all after Rich Wagner's Wild Hair Chevrolet. Zombie and Wildflower as we go green, even through the straight stretch, up and over the cars, and it was such a close race, but Wildflower takes the win. Well, up next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what that was all about. I need to get with my production team and go over some details. Semi-final action closing now. Wild Hair Crushtation. There's the green light. They're over the first mobile. Dead even up and over the cars. And I don't know who got the win. I do not know who got the win. We're going to a photo finish. And it's going to be Rich Wagner's Wild Hair Chevrolet going to the finals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the finals, we are down in the pits with the Grave Digger the Legend team. They tore that old body up all season long. They have put a fresh body on the Legend to go into this Saturday's Maximum Carnage event, which he, alongside 31 other trucks, will be there this Saturday on our YouTube channel, Maximum Carnage, coming to you April 24th at 7 o'clock, right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we all come to see. It's the 4th week of the April season. Wildflower meets Wild Hair in the finals. Make sure you comment down below who your favorite truck is this April season as we get set to head to the starting line. Rich Wagner, the 6-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He drives the Wild Hair Chevrolet. Ashley Obie and Wildflower, 1-time champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Wild Hair, Wildflower, it's showtime down the straight stretch now on Thunder, up and over the cars, and Wildflower upsets the 6-time champion. Ashley Obie and Wildflower took the win. You see him coming over the first mobile, dead even down that straight stretch. Wagner actually had a lead. Wildflower puts down the horsepower off the jump, kept it low to the ground. She came back and took the win over the Wild Hair machine. Congratulations to Ashley Obie and Wildflower for being a 2-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're now taking a look at the current point standings. We have a 3-way tie for the lead. Crushtation, Wild Hair, and Brodozer all lead with 45 points. Gravedigger still holds the gate closed with just 20 points. My friends, we hope you enjoyed tonight's episode of Thunder. Be sure to crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about